Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome guys to Games On.
Okay, so as usual, every Tuesday from 8 to 10 p.m. With me, I'm Naima.
And I'm Hashim.
Yes.
So, after so long we do not
collaborate together. And now here we are. For the first time, I think. For the first time after so long that we have been collaborating together.
Almost three
episodes, yeah.
Alright. So today we have special guest.
Very special guest from outside.
So he's a captain, he's a coach for the sport Dodgeball.
Yeah, he also undertaking the Malaysian Dodgeball Federation. Yeah. So we don't want to waste any time anymore because we're gonna let him introduce himself. Yeah. So let's welcome him.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Heidy bin Muhammad Yusoff. I'm a coach in Malaysia Dodgeball Federation.
Wow. So if we look at his on his Instagram, he has a mix Chinese, Arabic, and one more thing, one more
Chinese, Arab and Japanese.
Wow. There's a lot of me. That is true mix actually.
Rojak.
So your true race.
Memang very mix
Mix.
Okay.
So if you fit in the form, what?
I should be others kan, tapi I don't know why. So since last time it was always they take Melayu, so I take Melayu so lah.
So your race is Melayu.
Yeah.
Okay. So actually, where is coming from actually?
Actually, I was born in Penang. So I born and raised in Penang, and I started my first job there, all this sort of thing. But then I started to study in college, which is in Taylor's College in KL. So ever since then, I studied here and grew up here.
I see. Okay. So your parents are also here?
No, my parents is both in Penang.
I see. Yeah. Alright. So we want to talk about the dodgeball.
Exactly.
So the first question I want to ask, when you start to play dodgeball?
I started dodgeball. The first time I started dodgeball was actually in college when I was around 18 to 19 years old. So I've always been playing sports. So I've been playing basketball, football, futsal, all this sort of thing. So when I first see a sport where there's actually guys and girls actually playing at the same time, I was very shocked. I said, hey, how come? Like, you don't see that in football or futsal, especially in Penang, right? So that's how I was first exposed to it in college itself. So that was the first time that I played dodgeball.
So, berapa tahun dah?
For how long?
For how long? Agak-agag 10 tahun dah.
Wow.
I have already 10 years that I've been.
Yes, so we can calculate
how old am I? Don't count.
18, so 28.
Don't say it.
Okay. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so you haven't in 10 years already in dodgeball. So maybe you can tell us a little bit what is the inspiration that makes you to involved in dodgeball, and maybe there is any particular parts in dodgeball that makes you feel more attached to this dodgeball.
Okay. Dodgeball as a whole has been a very impressive sport in my opinion, because I play a lot of sports and I've not seen any sports that actually promotes teamwork as much as dodgeball. Why I'm saying this is, of course, teamwork is very important in all team sports, but dodgeball is designed in a way where they kind of force you to actually work together as a team, and that in itself creates the family values that not a lot of sports that I've seen have, and that was one of the main reasons why I stuck by it.
I see.
Because it's even to me, I think it is very rare for me to see a lot of people may need to attach, play this kind of dodgeball, like basically football, futsal and so on. So it's quite interesting for me to see you to be here and tell us a little bit about dodgeball, because it's very rare to me actually. Actually.
Kalau dalam bahasa Melayu, dodgeball tu bola beracun ya.
Betul lah, bola beracun lah kan.
That's why lah. Sebab tu macam kind of attract me more to know about dodgeball.
Okay, if you want to know, maybe Heidy can tell the rules to be played
About dodgeball. Okay, dodgeball is very easy to play. The only concept of dodgeball is actually there's 5 balls in the court. The court is roughly a volleyball size court. And what you do is that in order to win the game, you gotta eliminate your opponents, 6 of them opposite you. And how you eliminate them is by throwing the ball at them, and then you hit them. And then the other one is when they throw at you, you catch the ball. So basically, that is the fundamentals of dodgeball. I know it sounds very violent, but it's not. Okay.
The ball is soft, right?
Yeah, the ball is actually fabric material, so it's not as violent as I've described it, but it's really fun, and I would definitely promote it to everyone, and hopefully everyone can try it out.
So is there any time limits to play?
Yes, there is. There is a time limit of 15 minutes per half. And at international level, it's 15 minutes per half, and then 5 minutes break, and then continue with another 15 minutes.
Oh,
So that's it, 30 minutes.
30 minutes, correct. So it's very, very tiring because it is up and down, short burst energy within that 15 minutes. Is not an easy thing to do, and that's why the teamwork plays a huge part. And yeah, I've fallen in love with it 10 years ago, still in love with it till now.
So how you can be called to be involved with international team?
Okay, so I started my dodgeball career in college, which is from Storm. I started Storm in when I was 18, 19 years old, and that was in Taylor's College. So I started from there. I started playing, and we were either us or UCSI College. It's only these 2 colleges that were the top teams. We were winning back and forth. And we played for a number of years. When I graduated, I came out and created my own club, which is Immortal Sports Academy. And we're very happy that I think I did very well with my team, because I'm also very blessed and lucky that I have a team that trusts me and was willing to go 100% with me. So we were winning championship everywhere, and we were defending champion for multiple tournaments, and we started going out internationally using our own money.
Wow.
Yeah, so we were going Singapore. We were defending champion for Singapore. I don't know for how many times.
Everything is by your guys.
Yeah, we pay ourselves to go, and nothing. We started with nothing. It's pure passion.
That's so interesting.
Yes, and we Philippines, you name it. We have been to these few places, and then the first way to where we started was actually we went for this outstation tournament, which is in Australia, Melbourne, and it was actually a championship. We didn't know about it. We just said, hey, let's join a tournament. We thought it was a normal tournament, and we did join. So we go under. They didn't call us a Malaysia team, but they called us the team from Malaysia. So we're like, okay, team from Malaysia. Okay, let's try it out then. And mana tahu, we got second.
Yes.
And we were like, oh wow, that was amazing. And okay, fine. And it was a different type of balls. So it was a very unique type of ball. That is the fabric that right now that we're playing. So when we played that ball, we're like, okay, it's something new, but it's something interesting. So when we got second, everyone was like so excited, yada. And the president then came and congratulated us and say, hey, congratulations, you have qualified to the World Cup. We're like, what? What World Cup? Yeah, that was how much of a secondary sports does Malaysia see dodgeball as. Even we do that too, because we didn't know that there's a potential for it to be so big. So with that, we know that there's actually a world body that actually governs this fabric ball. It's called WDA, World Dodgeball Association. Yeah, so that's how we really went into it. And I have a great team. I have 4 founders that created our association together, which is me. The other one is Nozika Faisal, which is currently our manager and also deputy president. So Lee Chi Chai is also our vice president, and Vernon right now. And we also very lucky that we found a blessed great YB as our president. Her name is YB Wiramas Ermiati. So she has been nothing but amazing to us. She has been supporting us, and with that we have been improving, and that's why we are ranked second in the world right now.
Wow.
Thank you.
That was a great achievement ever.
Okay. So we want to break
Yes.
Alright, and after this we want to know
Want to know a
how
lot of
this
more
sport can
questions.
affect his life.
Okay.
Alright, so we chill and stay tuned
To IIM.FM, your campus radio.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. We are back.
Waalaikumsalam.
So, Naima, perasan tak yang kita punya Sam ni, kita jemput sport-sport yang rare gitu.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Kita,
like frisbee,
kita jemput
Frisbee, Dragon Boat, and then
Dragon Boat kita dah pernah actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
The rare chess.
Chess pun kita tak pernah lagi.
F1. Ni, Michel.
Tak pernah.
Right. F4. Yeah.
So this time kita banyak invite yang
The
the
rare
sports that we never invited before. So even tonight this is the first time we invite Dodgeball game to our slide.
And we got the coach, the captain.
Yes.
Team.
That's why we have a very special guest. So we want to ask the question, like we have a lot of questions to ask and more tonight. So basically, since you have been your participation in this dodgeball, how long has this sport affect your life?
How does it affect my life? Okay, this is where I'm going to share with you guys my story. I started as imagine this, I was a Muslim boy. I was a fat kid since I was young. I studied in a Mandarin school. I didn't speak a word of Mandarin. My mom just threw me into the school. I didn't have any friends. Imagine lah, the whole school, seorang je pakai seluar panjang.
Oh.
Can you imagine that kind of? And I don't speak any English. I don't speak any Mandarin. So the type of bullying, or just the meaning not having friends in that sense also is very, very, very difficult. It was difficult time for me. I started from that kind of environment, so I've always had low self-esteem. I didn't have confidence in myself. I couldn't talk in public. I couldn't talk to people. I grew up from that kind of environment.
Kind of situation.
Yeah, so I was terrible in sports. That's the thing about me. I was so bad in sports. I know a lot of people don't understand it now, don't believe me, but it is. I was so bad in sport. I was bad in music. But I know what clicked. I started playing football. I started playing football. Again, I was discriminated because I played with a group of, right now, my closest Chinese friends. It was what it is. So, it was a very tough time that I've gone through. But I think sports in general, not just dodgeball, have changed my life in a way where it shows that I always believe that sports doesn't build character, it reveals it. So it has always been inside of us. It needs to be a means of a way for us to actually be revealed. So I think sports was what's clicked for me, and I'm very blessed and lucky that I am where I am today, and I've never thought that I would able to be speaking to public, and let alone achieve whatever results I have through dodgeball.
You know what? I feel like smiling when I talk because I can feel like how sport is very important, just like me, because I love sport very much, and that's how I can relate it to myself.
So if we look, we interview many athletes, and what we can generalize that not athlete can talk like you talk right now. you know what I mean, right? So they sometimes they cannot talk, they're shy. So but you are different. For me, this is compliment for you.
Thank you so much. But I started off like that too. That's the thing. I couldn't talk to people. I was very shy. I just couldn't communicate with people.
So how you come out?
I've attended this course. It was a personal development course, and not to say that personal development course helped me. I mean, it did help me. What I'm saying is that it's not the sole reason to why I am where I am, and the way I speak to people or whatnot is because I was inspired by the training. I was inspired by the course, knowing that I can make a difference in people's life through talking, through communicating, through coaching, through trainings. So that was something that I had to weigh it out. I had to weigh whether me being shy, me being victim, me being quiet, to the other side of it, which is I want to make a difference in people's life. I want to help people. I want to be able to contribute to people's life, maybe through coaching, maybe through training, maybe through talking.
Yeah, you want to do
So
something.
yeah, I want to do something with that. So I had to choose between one, and I choose the other one, and everything else just fall into place. Meaning I forced myself to talk to people. I forced myself to do coaching. I forced myself to do it. So meaning my why is bigger than my how. Like I didn't know how to do it, but the reason to why I do it was more important than how I actually do it. So that was how I started.
Wow, it's really inspiring.
Yeah, inspiring, right? So, when the intention you want to change yourself?
Yeah.
So when?
It was
why?
okay. Because I come from a broken family. Okay, my parents are divorced, and it was very hard for me to connect with my parents ever since young. It wasn't an easy path that I went through. I love them to death, but last time I couldn't even talk to them. So that was something I went to this course, not just the course, but I went through a tough time.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, it was just one thing that I learned, which is choices. I had a choice, so I can either be a little disappointed little boy that is never gonna grow up and just always blaming people, or I can choose to contribute to whatever I can contribute and have that relationship I want to have with my parents. So that was one of the things that really inspired me and really changed me.
I see.
That's why people say that somehow your old situation that makes you to change something in yourself.
Yes.
That I need to do something for the society.
Correct.
I need to do something for myself so that I can change the environment around me, right?
So right. So we want to.
We want to give the
Azan.
way to Azan first.
Okay.
We're gonna back after this.
Alright. So
So-
stay tuned. FM.
Your campus radio. Hi, Assalamualaikum. So we are back from a break and we are still have our guest here.
Yeah. Heidy Yusoff.
Yeah,
the coach, the captain of Malaysia Dodgeball
Yes.
team. Right. So after we know how dodgeball can affect his life, it's so
so inspiring me.
Yeah. So we want to talk about the tournament of dodgeball. So the best achievement.
Your first achievement.
Our first and best achievement. Okay, I'll name you two that is, in my opinion, the greatest. So as I said just now, we managed to qualify ourselves to the first World Cup ever, which is in Manchester. So it was, we went there not knowing anything, and before we were training so hard, and we knew that when we go there it was going to be 2 degrees Celsius. That's something that we couldn't train for. The only thing that we can think of is we went to Tanah Aina. If you know Tanah Aina, it's up in the mountain. It's a very nice resort. So we wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning, jump into the freezing cold lake.
Wow.
So it's this type of thing that we really put ourselves into in order to be the very best. And we also very, very lucky that our manager, Nozika Faisal, and also YB Mas Emirati was able to bring us to Angkatan Tentera Malaysia. We trained under Angkatan Tentera Malaysia and Royal Navy. We Angkatan Laut, we are very, very lucky to be able to be given all these chances. So yes, coming to our achievement is when we train under that kind of situation, we went to Manchester.
Okay.
So imagine this, we don't know anything about our opponent. So the first grouping, when the grouping came out, it was number 1 team is USA.
Wow.
Number 2 team is Scotland and Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland and Scotland is respectively 3rd and 4th in Europe itself, which they have been playing for 10 years. So memang lemas banget lah.
Yeah,
Tengok group stage tu pun lemas banget sikit lah. Right? But we went there knowing that, hey, we've already been here. Really at this stage, we must give our all out.
Yes.
We will do our very best. And the first game we started, before we start, this guy from Northern Ireland actually asked me. He said, "Hey, welcome. Where are you from?" I said, "I'm from Malaysia." He said, "Where is Malaysia?" Then I'm like, between Thailand and Singapore. Yeah, then he's like, "Oh, okay, Singapore."
They know Singapore, but not Malaysia.
Yeah, but we knew that we had a lot to prove, not just to ourselves but to our country, right? The first game against US, we beat them 7-2. Everyone was shocked. Imagine everyone is in Malaysia, seeing the score came out at 7-2. Also, or that kind of scoreline is something that really shocked everyone, and it shocked us too.
Yeah.
So then we knew where we were at, and we started beating Scotland, Northern Ireland, and the champion team, which is England. England has been champion for 10 years. They have never lost ever. Okay, so imagine seeing us trash a new team, trash Scotland, which they will have problem with also. They were very nervous themselves too. So we're very lucky that we did very well on the first day. But what happened to us was we didn't know how to conserve energy because we go all out all the time. Malaysia team is always there, and we're very fast, we're very quick, and that was the pace that we started playing. So it was that kind of energy. Can you just imagine the next day? Our body was broken because it was super cold.
You already give all out.
Yeah, we went all out the first day. That in itself is gonna kill your body. Second day, it was even crazier because it was freezing. We couldn't take the heat. We couldn't take the cold. But with that, we played the semi-finals, which is, in my opinion, the greatest achievement ever. We played against Wales, second best team in Europe. We go in knowing that, hey, we just do our very best. Okay, so we started leading. We're like, oh wow, we're actually not bad. Okay, and then we started leading, and then what happened after that was I think it was just the tiredness, the cold, everything was kicking in. We started losing like really badly. We are like 5 points away or something like that. So with only 5 to 6 minutes left, then we call a timeout. After calling the timeout, our president, deputy president, everyone was telling us, they said, "Hey, we didn't pay you tons of money, spend tons of money to bring you here, only for you to lose here. I'm okay with you losing, but not like this. Not with your head down, not with whatever it is." And then one of the things I said was, we are not here to play for ourselves. We're here to play for the flag on our chest. So that is more important. If you're still playing for yourself, you'll never win this. And when we went in, it was nuts. Everyone was cheering for us. Even other countries were cheering for us. And within that short 5 minutes, we did the impossible. We did a comeback. Yeah, at that point of time, we just didn't want to lose. We didn't want to lose so bad that we actually beat them in the last minute. So, yeah, the score was 10-9. Came in 7-4 to 10-9. We made that comeback. Everyone just 1 point. And within like 3 seconds left.
3 seconds left?
3 seconds left. We made the last one. It was just... the video is on our page. You guys, every one of you can watch it. It is actually the videos in Malaysia Dodgeball Federation page. You can watch our semi-finals against Wales. The video is there. So that was in my opinion, one of the greatest achievement that we had, that, in my opinion, money can never buy. No matter the amount of money that you want or have.
Big applause.
Congratulations.
Because you almost...
Goosebumps, huh?
You got a goosebump.
You feel like you're watching Barcelona beat SG.
Because, you almost give up, and then you just like told yourself, no, you need to do a comeback. And then, wow, it's just 1 point, just different 1 point.
At 3 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah, within that few seconds left, it was just something that was very important to us.
Wow. So that tournament is for World Cup.
That is the World Cup. That's the first ever World Cup. So there is more than how many teams there are, but there is a qualifier to go to the World Cup actually. So under WDA, World Dodgeball Association, there is actually 64 countries. Okay, so we imagine that we qualified from Asia. We are the right now we are the top Asia team. So in 2017 is actually our Asia Championship. So World Cup is actually 2 years once. So last 2016 is the first World Cup. 2017 we had an Asia Championship in KL. Okay, we had 10 countries coming, and we are the defending champion for all 3 categories. So there's 3 categories. There's mixed, 6 guys, 3 guys, 3 girls. There is women's with 6 girls, and men 6 boys. So we are champion in all 3 categories.
Wow.
We are defending champion. So because we qualified for that, we are the champion of Asia. 2018 was the second World Cup, which is in New York City. And we played in the grandest stadium of them all in New York City, which is Madison Square Garden. Yeah, so Madison Square Garden, people call Malaysia, Madison Square Garden, the Mecca of sports. The Mecca of sports. This is said by them, not by us. It's
Why?
people, because Mecca is a very holy and it's called the greatest place, right? So in their eyes, Madison Square Garden is the greatest place of for sports. So that's why it's called the Mecca of sports. So we played there, and we played against 10 years champion, which is England. By the way, I didn't finish the story. After we finished beating Wales, we went to the finals. We went all out already. We couldn't move an inch. We couldn't, like, I was flying. I was everywhere, bumengkak, that sort of thing. So we got trashed, kena goreng lah, in short, in the finals by England. So that's why we are ranked second in the world then. And then we played the Asia Championship. We won, we were champions. And then we go again to Madison Square Garden in 2018. All right, when we went there, we meet England, which is the worst place to meet, which is in semi-finals. Yeah, so it was so scary. We were like, oh my god, guys, let's just do this, you know. And amazingly, England have never lost for 10 years. 10 years have never lost, right? So in Euro, it's like they have never lost. Even in World Cup, that one time they haven't lost. So against us, they lost, and we finally beat them in the semi-finals, and it was the feeling was just unbelievable. So when we finally beat them, everyone just go crazy, because everyone wants the underdogs to win, right? So we finally beat them, and that was something that was very special for us also. We were on ESPN. And that's how we are ranked second in the world. Yeah, and we went to finals. We came out short in the finals, and it was against Austria. Austria was a very good team, so we came out short in finals. So I'm also very disappointed and sad, because that was my last year. Last year was actually my last year playing dodgeball as a captain. Yeah, I've been captain for how many years already? So I've already retired. So that's why right now I'm the head coach of Malaysia team. So that's why I was very sad, because I really wanted to be world champion. So, but we failed to do that. So I guess I gotta settle for second in the world then.
But it's a great achievement.
Yeah, it is, and that's something that nobody can take away from me. I'm very proud of that.
But you just broke the streak, England.
Yeah, we broke the streak.
That's the best thing that I heard today.
Yeah, so I think the breaking the streak is more interesting than being ranked second in the world.
Okay.
Alright, but I think I watched your highlight, Malaysia versus England at World Cup, and I saw you, and you are always be a last man standing.
Yeah, that was in Manchester actually.
Manchester.
Oh, you saw? Yes, correct.
Yeah.
That was Manchester finals. Yeah, always the last man standing, but I always have like 5 balls flying at me. But yeah, it's not an easy game lah when you play at that level. It's no longer skills. It's all mentality. It's all heart. It's all your reasons of why you play. People can see it. People can feel it. Yeah. So
maybe by a little bit, or you can tell us a little bit by being a last man standing is not easy at all. It's like I got a difficult task to do. So maybe you can tell like your own experience by being the last man standing.
Okay, so being the last person in the game is always, always reminding that it's your time to shine, and also there's a reason to why you're put in that place, because you're the one in this game. You're ready to be the one that carries the team. You're given this responsibility, not because you were the last one, but because you were given the opportunity. You need to be the one that raised to the bar. I've always believed that. Luck only plays a small part in anything. Okay, luck is when opportunity meets preparation. So meaning you're only ready when you're ready. God will give you the opportunity to actually to do it. And a lot of people will say, "Hey, you're lucky." Say, yeah, but you have not seen the preparation that have been put into it. So that is something that I've always believed. Luck is when opportunity meets preparation.
If I ask you, if you mind to share, what the worst that you always give to your team before the game?
What's the words?
Yeah.
Words are okay. I mean, I say a lot of things. I cannot remember everything. But if there is only one few things that I always say, which is this, I say that you are not playing for yourself. You are playing for the flag on your chest. So if your reason of playing is personal glory, your reason of playing is for yourself, is wrong. You should be playing for your country, for the people that are supporting you, for the people back home who is supporting you on on their TV, for the people of the nation that knows that you're playing there and cannot be there to support you. You need to be playing for your country. So if there is anything that you should be reminded of, is that. Because if you know that you're not playing for yourself, you do whatever it takes. You put yourself on the line so that the country will win. So that's something that I've always tell my team.
So maybe Naima, after this, maybe you can tell your team.
Yeah.
For yourself. Play for the cashiers.
Yeah.
Because it's my first time playing this sport, and also my first time representing my kuliah, so it's kind of like burden to me. But because I'm type of person that I'm usually like get down by space, people saying that the other kuliah is a way more strong than us. So I feel like, how can I give something to my team? Because I don't want to play alone. I don't want to play like, I want to play in a team. But yeah, fortunately I got a very good team. They always encourage me to do better. Just go training and then you get better.
And I totally agree, and I wish you all the best. But and I personally think that your reason would be the same reason that we do, which is play for your kuliah. That's it. So not for yourself. If that is the mindset that they have, they'll go do whatever it is. Because if you have the mindset of, I just want to do this for myself, chances are you're going to screw it up. Because it's personal glory is what you want, but not the glory for your kuliah, for the reason needs to be bigger than you, because you are not everything. I always believe in that.
Oh, I got inspired. It's better after this.
You got the advice from the coach.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Alright, so we want to break for a while. Stay tuned to IMFM.
Your campus radio.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. We are back.
Yes.
Games on every Tuesday, 8 to 10 p.m. With me, Hashi.
And I'm Naima.
And our guest today, Heidy Yusoff.
Yes.
So, Naima, first question.
Okay. Actually, before I'm asking the question, like I'm very, I think it's really good for me to be here, to be the DJ.
Yeah.
Because at first, I was thinking, should I ask Teha to be the DJ for tonight?
Alright.
Because I'm quite nervous. I don't know why, because when it comes to like, speak in English, because I'm quite nervous. That is the honesty. But I think I should try, and also I want to thank him while we're on break. He gave me a lot of advices regarding my upcoming games, and it's quite, kind of like,
You have the spirit.
yeah, chill me down, cool me down, yeah. So regarding all the tournaments that you have been participated, maybe what is the most serious injuries that you have got? Yeah.
The non-fun part.
Yeah, exactly.
The most serious injury will be my back injury. So back injury is something that I think everyone have it. I think everyone has like sitting when you sit for very long, whatnot, the sort of thing. So I have my back injury. Actually started from my football times. So I jumped and then somebody pushed me really high, and then I fall on my tailbone.
Oh.
Yeah, and I cracked my tailbone.
Ah, it's okay.
Yeah. So my body hasn't been right ever since. But I try my very best to maintain, and we have very good sponsors. We have very good partnership. I would say partnership because they don't ask anything for return. Imagine this. I think I always say that how you are as a person, you most likely you will attract the same type of people. So I have partners in Malaysia Dodgeball Federation that I've really successfully partnered with, like for example Lifestyle Chiropractor. So they are amazing. They are the ones that take care of us. Every single one of our athletes are taken care of them by them. They have chiro, physio, and all the equipments or whatnot that they need, and they have been taking real good care of us. And when I asked them back, how can we contribute to you, he said, hey, your well-being, your achievement your achievement is what is important to us. And I always believe that how you are as a person, you will directly link to the people that you meet, and we are very blessed and lucky to have these our partners.
Yeah. That's how good that to make you become more stronger.
So
Yeah, it
now
is.
you know the pain?
From time to time, yes, I do. I still have that pain. I just gotta remember to stretch it out, take care of my health. It is what it is, and back pain is not gonna go away.
So there's anything that you cannot do because of the back pain?
Nah, not that I know of. If there's anything that I shouldn't do, it would be sports. But that's not something that you can stop or I can stop. So I've learned to go around it and learn to focus more on the reason to why I do it. So that I understand that there's a lot of recovery, preparation beforehand and after the sports that I need to do until now. So that's what I really do. Yeah. So alhamdulillah, still all good.
So any injuries that you have got while playing dodgeball?
While playing dodgeball, I've torn my tissues
Oh.
in my what do you call this? I know it's the arm, but it's at the opposite of my elbow, whatever this joint is called.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I tore muscles there because of constant training and not being able to, wasn't smart enough or wasn't educated enough to actually do a recovery, all those sort of things. So many, you know that you're injured, but you push yourself, all those sort of thing, thinking that, oh my God, I gotta push myself, not knowing what's the right thing to do, all those sort of thing. So yeah, that is one of my major injury that I have.
So how long it takes?
Oh, that one took me a while. That one, 1 year.
Wow.
But with continuous playing, I was very, yeah, I know
I can see
my,
there's patient there.
yeah, I know my coaches and my the physios and all is gonna kill me if they hear this.
So do you ever dream to be in this sport, to achieve
To this level.
Yeah.
No, not from the very beginning, not at all. I just wanted to play for personal glory, for the satisfaction of winning. I just wanted to win. So winning was something that drives me. I would pay my own money just to go Singapore and then win. I pay my own money to go Philippines and win. Pay my own money to go Australia to win. So that winning feeling is what I strive for, and that was how I started. But along the way, you started seeing the bigger picture to how you're make a difference in people's life through sports and winning it at a World Cup, world level, or the sort of thing. So then you started seeing the values. Then you started seeing a bigger mission. So one of my biggest one was to be the captain of the champion team of the World Cup, and I failed to do that. But I am not shy to say that I am the captain. I was a captain of a team that is ranked second in the world. So that's something I'm very proud of. So what I do now is I have a different goal, which is to bring these sports to Malaysia. So right now we have under Malaysia Dodgeball Federation, we have over 900 schools.
Wow.
900 access to all Selangor teams, and we are very lucky. It's just that we cannot do everything, right? So in hand we have like 200-300 schools, and we have teachers that actually growing the sports for us because we personally coach them. So we that is my new mission, and I'm very happy that we're bringing the sports to the masses and people love it.
Yeah, because it is really, like I mentioned before, it's a rare sport. A rare sport that there is no like recognized sport actually in Malaysia.
They do recognize, KBS do recognize it, MSN do recognize it. It's just it's not the main sports because in Malaysia it is, like Brazil has football, Malaysia has badminton. So the other thing that they have is the other thing that we have is actually football and squash. So that's the few things that we really focus on. But some of the things that we are really good at also is not very well publicized. So for example, squash is not very well publicized in my opinion. Bowling is not. We are one of the best in the world. Rugby is not. We are one of the best in the world. Dodgeball is not. We are one of the best in the world.
They only focus in certain sport.
It's there's no one to blame about this, but it's just a mentality that we have. It's an uphill battle that we have to continue to fight for. So people ask, why are they not like this? Why are they not like that? My question is, why should we be blaming them then? Right? We shouldn't be blaming them. We should just do our part and do our very best to promote the sports. So we do what we can.
So after this, maybe all the school can have the sport for dodgeball.
Yeah, for sure. And maybe there will be like maybe there will be like a new game.
Yeah, it is. We have MSSS under MSSS, so we have kids playing it. Oh my God, you love the kids.
Yeah.
So the thing about dodgeball is once you play it, you're not gonna stop. Really, so that's what they love so much about it, and I'm very happy that we are growing very fast. We are in Chinese schools, we're in Malay schools, even Indian schools. There's a lot of people playing. I'm really happy to see the growth development there.
So the Malaysia are not called Underdog anymore, right?
Yeah. After last year, we are no longer the Underdogs. So. Yeah, everyone will want us to lose then. So we have to start stepping up.
When the Malaysia entered the World Cup for the first time at Manchester, we were called Underdogs.
Yes, we were the Underdogs the first time we entered World Cup in Manchester. We were the Underdogs for sure because nobody knew about us. Nobody knew our country, not dodgeball. Nobody knew about our country. Like not nobody, but a lot of them didn't know. Yeah. So we were definitely the Underdogs. We were the one to beat, and the commentator loved us. If you hear our videos and all, they loved us. They was like, guys, just beat my team, and they were from England, right? Yeah, but it was a great experience.
Yeah, but no more.
Yeah, no more. We are the Underdogs. So once you're not the Underdogs, everyone wants to beat you. Yeah, everyone wants to beat you, even though they just
we put the high expectation.
Correct,
yeah, exactly.
Correct. We have very high expectation.
There's one more pressure for you.
Correct, more pressure, more reason to focus on the personal goal, which is the personal goal is to play for your country. So. More reason to actually focus on that rather than personal glory, because if you're gonna just focus on personal glory, you're not gonna achieve it. You're gonna be so stressful when you fail to achieve a certain result that you expect yourself to do, which in my opinion is very I wouldn't say wrong, but not aligned with my style of coaching. Yeah.
Talk about coaching. So I want to know how you coach your team.
Yeah.
How I coach my team.
Maybe you have your own way.
Yeah. So this I think is a wrong question to ask me. You should be asking my team. But I'm a different type of coaching, because when I do my coaching, I've come from a player and captain's point of view. So the way I take care of my team is very special, and also I respect them in a way where I know what a player would think. I know what a player will want. So there's a certain set of rules you have to follow or whatnot. But in terms of how we do it and things like that, I think I'm a very approachable approachable coach, and I'm very open. There's a certain style that I want it done, and because I give them that leeway, because I give them that respect, the respect is mutual. So because of that, I think I'm very lucky that I have a team that really, in short, would do whatever it takes for me, because I bring that kind of value. When I was the captain, I would do whatever it takes for my coach. So I've always showed that, and I always believe that you're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for your country, and your coach is there for a reason. He's qualified to be there. So I don't know how to continue talking about my coaching style. I guess that will be a question for my players.
To know
so maybe we can invite your team after this.
Sure, no problem. They will be more than happy to come.
Alright.
So how many players in your team?
How many players? Okay, so right now at the level that we have, right now we are going through our process of finalizing our last team to go to Hong Kong this year, which is to defend our championship title in 3 categories. So our men's team, we have 15 people. Our women's team, we have 15 people. Our mixed team, we have 15 people. And also right now we're adding new category, which is the world level. They are adding under 21. We also have 15 players. So 15 times 4. That is the amount of people that we have right now in our training.
So there are many players.
Yes, there's a lot of players. This is just the final stage. The initial stage, there's like 200 over people just trying out for the national team.
Wow.
Yeah, so
we can look at the dodgeball. There are many people. Try to
participate.
Of course, there is. And again, it's because of the culture that we create. I always believe that the culture is very, very, very important.
Alright.
It's because after the winning.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's just a fact.
Attract more people.
Yeah. Nobody wants to play a losing sports. Everyone just want to be a part of the winning team, irregardless what sports. Yeah, they just want to be part of it.
It's a wrong intention for me.
But I think we have already filtered that.
Yeah.
We have already filtered that to these people that they want to.
play.
So, and you can see it. That's the thing. As a coach, you can see it. Not just as a coach, but even as a player. You can see somebody's intention. What does he want? What is his intention? And so far, I'm very happy and glad that my teams are amazing.
Wow.
It's good. It's good to have a good team because that things will lead you to do better.
Correct, exactly.
Yeah.
A good team, a good environment when you're...
Correct. And I always believe that. A good environment is very, very important. So that's why, like, when I created my own academy, I have an academy called Immortal Sports Academy. So what I do with sports is, the tagline to this is called making a difference through sports. So in my sports academy, of course, I do coaching for my dodgeball, but I also have coaches for other sports. So in my sports academy, I have football, futsal, swimming, water polo, badminton. So this is when I always believe that, sports has changed my life. I would like to think that I can make the difference in other people's life through sports. So that was how we created our Immortal Sports Academy. And like you said, the environment is very, very important. Creating an environment is very important. Making people feel comfortable with you. Making people feel that, oh wow, if he can do it, I can do it. Just giving them that kind of inspiration. Who knows? Maybe this person is going through a certain problem that you will never know. And maybe through your words, maybe through one of your training, maybe through your action, you can make a difference through these people's life. So we started our academy having that with that intention, and we're very glad that it's actually growing.
Wow. I want to go your
academy, is it?
Right.
Just try it out.
Because there's still one question that I just pop in my mind. Because usually I will feel this. How did you overcome the nervous? You know, it's quite will appear. You will feel nervous before the game started. So how you come that situation?
Meaning nervous, meaning butterflies in our tummy, all the sort of thing, right? I'll be very honest. I've been playing for 10 years. I still feel it until today. Even in small tournaments, you always feel it because you know that you're not playing for yourself. Okay, so the ironic part is you feel it because you feel stressed that you have to perform because there's a bigger reason, which is for your country, whatnot. And the answer to it is the exact same thing. Focus on your goal, which is to play for your country, not for yourself. Then it is actually the exact same thing. Then you'll be like, okay, we're done. Okay, enough with your self-pity, self-focusing in or whatnot. What you need to do is focus out, focus on the bigger reason, focus on your teammate, and do the best for your teammate. So that's why I'm here. So let's do this. So that is, and I always have it until now. And I will always remind myself with that. So yeah, that's it.
Focus for one goal.
Yeah, focus on your goal. That will be the reason.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe you want to achieve.
Yeah, of course.
And after this, we want to play a game with you.
Yes.
Sure, of course.
Alright, so stay tuned on IMFM.
Your campus radio.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. We are back.
Games
With me,
on.
Hashi.
And I'm Naima.
And our guest, Heidy Yusoff.
Selalu macam tu suka nak sebut.
So we have promised for you guys that we gonna have a game
Yes.
with Heidy Yusoff. So what is it?
So the first game that we're gonna play is choose either two things. So
Okay.
you need to choose one, and then if we ask why, then you need to answer.
Okay.
Simple as that.
Okay.
Wow, just simple as that. Okay.
This is a little bit.
Who used it?
This is a little bit more scary.
Okay, so the first one is that do you prefer Instagram or Twitter?
Instagram.
Oh, you don't have Twitter?
I do, but I don't. I don't understand Twitter actually.
Yeah.
What's the purpose of? Yeah, but no, I don't.
Bawang.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Alright, next. KFC or MACD?
Oh, that's a tough one actually. Okay lah, MACD lah.
MACD.
Yes.
MACD.
I choose KFC.
Yeah, most people will choose KFC actually.
Yeah.
But I prefer like McD, I think. Okay, so next. When it comes to movies, do you prefer horror or romantic movie?
Horror or romantic?
Yeah.
Definitely not horror. So I will choose romantic. I cannot watch a horror movie. Yeah, this is a very not manly part about me, but no horror for me.
I don't like horror movie.
Yeah.
Bukan.
Same.
Bukan tak boleh
tengok,
tengok. Just
tapi
I don't like.
tak suka.
I don't like
tak
this
suka.
jump scare or everything. Yeah.
I'll be honest, I memang tak suka langsung.
Oh, producer dia mengejek kita. Apa tak tengok? Alright.
Because I think the first movie that I watched is Munafik 2 kot.
The first horror
The
movie.
first horror movie that I watched.
You
And
never
then The
watched-
Nun.
You never watch Pontianak
Tak
Sudah
suka.
Malam?
Tak suka.
Tak boleh.
I cannot.
I tengok
So,
tak boleh
pernah
tidur
tengok
ni.
lah.
Oh, memang tak.
So you never watch it before.
Mesti nanti dah masuk title pun takut.
Memang.
Okay.
Alright. Fourth question. You prefer call or message?
Message.
Message. Oh. Then
Okay. Regarding if you talk about work, all calls.
Oh.
All calls meaning fast, quick, on point. And message is if you want to suggest a cakap or the sort of thing is yeah.
Right. Understand.
Alright. So next is that you prefer mathematics or science?
Science.
Wow.
Yeah.
I heard the
Science.
sound yes back there.
I like science. I've always liked science. Math, not a fan of math, but in terms of counting money, itu suka lah.
When it comes to money, everything is okay. Alright.
Kalau Naimah, maths or science?
Maths kot. But I don't think like both.
Yeah.
Both no to me. Alright.
If you had a situation, you sleepy, at the same time you hungry, which one do you prefer?
Sleepy or hungry, I would definitely sleep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you can sleep.
Yeah.
with Your...
Yeah.
You can forget the.
Yeah.
You feel hungry and then you just sleep.
Yeah.
Right. So yes,
That's it?
for the
Okay.
The first game.
Thank God, it's
So the
easy
second
questions.
Game? Oh, wow. Okay, so the second game is that rapid fire questions.
So
Okay.
you need to answer it fast, right?
Yeah,
No
really
time
fast.
limit actually.
Okay.
Because
Understand.
if we give the time limit, it's like
Uh,
same to the guess. Yeah, just 5 minutes. It's not 5 seconds.
Betul, betul, betul.
Okay, so the first one. Ashay, you give it first.
Alright, 3 words that describe Heidy Yusoff.
Confident, loyal, and outgoing.
Wow, so confident. We
Wow.
can see you confident.
Yeah. It's the fastest answer, I think.
Yeah.
Next, 3 things that scares you the most.
Horror movie, failure,
I can get the answer.
Alright.
and being looked down on.
Meaning?
Not
Someone like down
some.
you.
Yeah, I mean, like, because I grew up from a place where, again, sharing sorry, people look down on me, whatnot. So that when people look down on me, I have the need to. I know this may not come off very right, but I have the need to actually not prove to them, but prove to myself that, hey, whatever that they are looking down on doesn't matter anyways. Yeah.
I see. So, the next question. The 3 things that you will do before you going to sleep.
3 things. One is bathe, okay, and then dry my hair,
Oish.
and then arrange my bed. I'm a OCD a bit, so my place is very clean, very in place. I tak suka messy. So I will arrange my bed.
Before you sleep?
Yeah, like I have 2 pillows that I sleep on, and I have 1 bolster at the side, on the left hand side always,
Wow.
and then something to hug. So minimum 4.
So you're gonna be like very, very good. Okay, so next. Give your 3 favorite songs.
3 favorite songs. I'm not this great at it. I love Canon Indie. I love Rio Speedwagon. Rio Speedwagon. Oh, what's the song? I can't remember the song. Okay, but the other one is If Don't Wanna Miss a Thing.
Wow, Aerosmith.
Yes, Aerosmith.
That's my one favorite song.
Yeah.
Aerosmith.
Share same
Oh, I'm
interest.
an old soul. I love oldies. I love song with meaning.
Yeah, exactly. All right,
Alright.
Shay.
3 things that people didn't know about you.
3 things that they don't know about me. I play drums. I teach drum.
Whoa.
Yeah, I used to teach drum. I was a drum major. I was a drum teacher, not teacher, like the leader when I was in high school. That's one. The other one is what people don't know about me. Or some people, at least people who close to me knows me, that I love chocolate. I love Nutella. Nutella is like my biggest weakness.
I think you have a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Open the
wow,
fridge.
everything's
No.
Nutella.
That's the thing. I don't do that. So my
Okay.
way of discipline is I don't do it.
Right, discipline, right?
Yeah. So the other one is people don't know about me is I'm not very disciplined. So the way I'm disciplined is by just not doing it. For example, I cannot stand watching series because once I start series, I cannot stop. So the way I'm disciplined, because I'm not disciplined. So the way to be disciplined is I do not watch it at all. So that's my way of discipline. So I don't watch
Try
series.
to avoid something.
No, just don't watch. Just like Game of Thrones, I just don't touch it. That's my way of being disciplined. Because I'm not disciplined. Yeah, so that's how
It
I.
also apply to us as a student. A lot of assignments and then we want to watch a drama.
Correct.
Play one game,
Just
play
don't
one game.
watch
Only
it.
Correct.
one hour. No.
No, it's not going to be happen for 1 hour.
Betul.
It's going to continue for hours.
Yes, correct.
All right, so next is 3 things that you like about your team.
3 things I like about my team.
Yes.
My team always have my back. Always.
Yeah.
Number 2 is my team loves me. That's what I like to think because I share the same love for them. I love them in ways that I can only imagine because that's what sports does to me. So I love them and I hope they do love me too. I think so. I don't know. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I think so.
The third thing is they trust me. I love that they trust. Whether they like me or not, there is always a degree of respect for the coach. So whatever the coach says, and the reason why the coach say it, so they have that, and I love that.
Yeah, that's already be a good enough proof to show that they love you.
Correct.
Show that trust you to be as a coach.
Yeah. Thank you.
Coach as a captain.
Yes, exactly.
So the last question: 3 cities that you dream to go.
3 cities. Okay. This is something weird about me. My job is team buildings. I do corporate trainings, whatnot. So I travel a lot. So traveling to me is no fun. I don't know why. Yeah, we've been to a lot of countries like Maldives, Korea. All these places are all international coaching, dodgeball coaching that they ask us to go and coach. Yeah, so it doesn't really interest me about this. But if there is, you're talking about cities or places? Places. Okay, places would be Bora Bora. I love diving.
Wow,
Yeah,
it's very
Bora Bora
beautiful.
is beautiful. The other one is of course Greece, Santorini. France, I don't know. France maybe. Paris. I've never been to France. Not Paris. No, not France also.
Very beautiful.
Yeah, it is. I would definitely love to go there one
So I
day.
saw the places and I was like, wow, when I can come here.
Kan?
Yeah, it's very
Honeymoon
beautiful.
lah.
Tiba. I'm too young. Okay, so that is the game for
Yeah, for tonight.
for tonight, and so we're gonna take a break for a while.
And after this is our last
Segment?
for with Heidy Yusoff.
Okay, so we're gonna take a break for a while. Make sure to stay tuned to our last segment. All in Iium.fm, your campus radio. Hi, Assalamualaikum. So we are back at
Salam.
Slop Games On. With me, I'm Naima.
I'm Hashi, and our guest
Heidy Yusoff. So this is our last segment for tonight. It's quite sad because actually we still have a lot of questions to ask him, but that's it. Just 2 hours.
It's not about football, it's about
Yeah,
motivation.
yeah, exactly. All right.
Football pula. Sorry,
Dodgeball.
I'm also just like, yeah, exactly. All right. Okay, so the question is that starting from scratch, how can others want to be a dodgeball player?
Okay, so number one step is of course following our page, which is Malaysia Dodgeball Federation.
Mark that.
Mark that down for our Facebook and also our Instagram. So our Instagram is Dodgeball Malaysia. So follow us. Should that be, for example, you're an athlete and you want to be part of our team or whatnot, please contact us on our Facebook page, and then we will tell you, we'll recommend you depending on where you stay. We have different team that trains at different places. We will actually link you guys up with clubs, and then so that you guys play. So the other way is, of course, like for example, IIUM wants to be part of to have a dodgeball club or whatnot. What we do is that you just tell us, and then we as Malaysia Dodgeball Federation, we will come down and then help you guys. So meaning help you guys set it up and teach you guys the basic, provide the balls, and see how you guys work from there. So we are the good news to not being the so-called main sport like football or whatnot is you have full access to even the national team itself. So we are very accommodative. Because we are committed to the growth of this sports. So that's why we are very open to helping out, not just within Malaysia but outside Malaysia too.
Wow. Mark that down.
Yeah. So maybe you have a word for supporters Malaysia. You hope for
Supporters Malaysia, right? So number one is of course follow our page.
It's on follow the page first, okay, guys.
Yeah, that's how you start, right? But I think in short is you need to remember that everyone plays a part. We need you guys. We didn't win because we win. We win because the support and love from our fans, from our Malaysia team, from our family, from our Malaysians themselves, and even for people who is outside Malaysia who supported Malaysia. I always believe in that. I always believe that in that energy that people project to us is what supported us to be where we are today. So please, Malaysia, we need your support and continue to support us.
There are 6 players and the supporter is 7 players.
Say correct. There's thousands and thousands of 7th player.
Yeah.
Because we think because everyone is support to support them to become more like, you know, the hype.
Yeah, correct. I totally agree.
So we are end of our show.
Wow, that's quite sad actually. But actually tonight, if from my point of view, I think it's more to like motivational session, you know, because there's a lot of things that give like advices even for my upcoming game. So it's quite interesting tonight. So thank you so much for everything. And also
maybe have a last word.
Yeah.
For us or anyone.
First of all, I'd like to thank you guys for having me today. It's an honor. It was I had something on, but everything just fell into place. My plane got cancelled. This one is exactly the time that I need to come here.
Yeah.
And I'm very lucky and blessed to meet you guys and be given this opportunity. Thank you.
Me too. Thank you, Heidy Yusoff.
Thank you also for accepting
our
invitation.
Maybe you, after this you can come again.
With your team.
With your team.
Sure, no problem.
All right, so that's it for tonight.
Oh, one more thing. Thank you for Malaysia.
Yeah, make Malaysia proud. Ooh.
Thank you.
Right,
So,
that's it for
That's
tonight.
it for tonight, and just stay tuned to us next week.
Yeah.
We'll see who is our guest. So
Who's producer?
Producer, next guest, please. All right, so that's all for tonight. Thank you so much for listening to us, and make sure to stay tuned to IIM.FM, your campus radio.
Bye. Assalamualaikum.